this is the Despair 13, and I'm recording again. That's the best way I can put it. I've been trying to figure out a lot of things as of late. I have a job now, so they're very sparingly videos that you do get. I now even go. It's been a while since I've talked to absolutely no one. Oh, at all for that matter. But anyway, I'm gonna highlight some of the games. Now, the reason, before I get too much further, the reason I looked at that ARL is because he seemed to have just been sitting there, and I was quite concerned he'd gone AFK. Which, let me just see this real quick. He is top tier tank. Obviously, XBM kind of gives you a shot in the park as to what can go happen, what can go wrong, what can go right. But anyway, I'm down on this side of the map with two other mediums, one Panzer IV-H just kind of hanging back, and a tank destroyer. Me and this Cromwell just doing the clear, move up, clear, move up, clear, move up. I cover him while he moves up, he covers me while I move up. As soon as he gets there, I move up. I'm trying to stay fairly close to the wall. So, back to what I was saying earlier, I finally have a job outside. Yay! I'm becoming a normal person. Yeah, right. But the way it stands right now, I am going to start working at my local ice arena as concession stand crew member or ice monitor. Well, and ice monitor, not or.
Der ging nicht durch.
This is the, well, obviously it's the VK3001P, one of the path you have to take to the mouse, which I'm going after the mouse, C100, and the 8 Tiger, and the tank immediately after this. I get a say as to what I go after. All 3 tanks are possible from the Tiger P, so why not? Now, I don't know what that was, but the little aiming circle thing had dropped down, fired. Bullet did not land it there. So now we know, hey, there's a Hellcat up there. Anyway, back to the job. It's, what was it? $6.50 an hour, I believe. And for a first job, that's fine with me. The rare occasion that I'm actually going to spend money at right now is enough to actually. I was perfectly fine with not having a job, but it's something to do outside of, you know, playing video games and anything to make the parents happy. Well, if you probably in high school and maybe nowadays elementary, I know that's how my brother is, know what I'm talking about when I say you gotta do anything to keep the parents happy. Because on the few occasions that something could go wrong, it typically does. So, I'm gonna kind of cut back to the game. As you can see, we're winning 11-4. They've killed as many of us as they have left. And that's not gonna be like that for very long. So, that Panzer III-AT is my second kill. I've done not a whole lot of damage. And this artillery piece right here is a pain. Why? It's got a turret. Now, I'm dumbstruck. I had no clue I could one-shot that thing. So I'm like, okay, Enemy artillery is where? And I stopped moving.
Fahrzeug zerstört.
I got outplayed by enemy artillery. Mind you, this guy went down fighting. He is now surrounded, and I am dead. I mean, it was going to be a complete loss. Now, let me just point out that the AOL is right here. Right next to Churchill 1. The AOL is not that slow. It should be at least almost to the base. Maybe about B7 going after enemy artillery. I mean, it should not be way back there. This game was my last game in the VK3001P, and if that doesn't get a vote right now as to what's coming up next, I don't know what will. But anyway, just looking at the replay as of right now, I just realized that Peanut Butter Afro and on the enemy team Blind Eye are from the same clan. I mean, I've shown videos that that'll happen if there's not enough people, but that's pretty funny for me, at least. So I come running over here knowing majority of the time there's always going to be a tank destroyer or something trying to poke its head up over here, get across, and as long as someone spots them before they pop over, they always back up. So I'm just kind of looking around, waiting for something to shoot at, and it looks like he's trying to pop up, and he is. So if I just go right about here, barely hit him, change fire, and hey, look at Stug G, back up a little bit, and hi there, and you missed, and I'm not gonna give you a second chance. Mercy is for those who can't do something right the first time. This 38T is coming back for me. Track him. Keep moving. I got extremely lucky in this game that I was even able to track him without scoping in, without letting my thing aim. Because if you've seen a lot of my videos, you know that even the slightest bit of that aiming reticle off the tank, the bullet wants to go there. And hello, Mr. M4. Hello, Mr. KV1S. I don't want to see you again. So I'm gonna head this way. I'm kind of keeping an eye out for that Hetzer. But I'm gonna do some of the stupidest things I did. And hi there, Mr. KV1S. I'm now trapped. So I'm sitting here going, you know what, I'm probably gonna die. There's another hit into the KV1S. My tracks are back up and I'm like, wait, I'm not dead yet? Oh man, I'm not dead yet. And he shoots the ground. So I'm going, okay, I'm not pressing my luck over there again. I just barely missed him. Was about to go back over to get another shot at the KV1S, and then I thought, wait a second, probably shouldn't do that. Oh wait, now there's friends over there, and he shoots the ground again. Oh, look at a Stug 3B. Okay, don't push my luck, don't push my luck, don't push. Okay, he's on the other side. So I pop up one last time, and hi there, Mr. M4. May have shot at me, but man, I don't think it came anywhere near. So I'm just kind of wondering how far I can press my luck. I got tracked in front of a KV1S, gave him clear shots, and I'm still not dead yet. Excuse me if you could hear that, I just sneezed. So now, I'm surprised that hit. Now, he's coming up, and he tracks me. How I'm still alive, I'm quite surprised. He bounces, and I bounce off of him. Shot stupidly, but he's now dead, I'm still alive. And I kinda don't want to move from this spot. I don't want to push my luck. But it's World of Tanks, what the heck. So, can I get a shot at the Cromwell? No, how about the M4? Yeah, I can bounce. How about the Tiger 01P? Yep, I can hit you, buddy. You're not safe. And goodbye.
Gegnerisches Fahrzeug ausgeschaltet.
How fitting.
Der ging voll durch ihre
Oh, now I got a
Panzerung.
shot at you because you moved up. Hey, come back here. And I shot the wall next to you. Great. Well, there's Blind Eye. Now, I'm gonna keep this building in between me and him until he dies. And there's 2 mediums left, so I'm going, okay, you know what? Last game in the tank, I'm gonna go out with a bang. I'm going to see if I can somehow get these 2 mediums and get a Top Gun. Why not? But the thing in World of Tanks is you don't want to get too greedy. You just don't. It's not the wisest thing to do. So I'm sitting here, okay, so last time I saw the M4's gun, it was facing the other way. And okay, so there's one, and Cromwell's facing this way. Back up, back up, back up. And I miscalculate his rate of fire, go to aim, and
Sie haben uns. Raus.
I honestly could not figure out his rate of fire. I thought I still had plenty of time. Just goes to show, when you're going up against British tanks, always assume they're going to reload before you. That's how you actually stay alive to survive the whole game. So, if I would have gotten that shot in, depending on what could have happened and whatnot, I might, just based off of how much of the tank I had, that was an engine, as far as I know. I'm no real to tank sex, but that's an engine. I would have been at least, what, 200 some damage average. I did 299 to that M4 to kill him, which would have left him on 100 health, and fire burns through quickly on a British tank. But I really screwed up when I tried to pop out and shoot at him again. I mean, we were both reloaded. He was ready for me though. I should have waited for one of the enemy tanks, probably the T-28, to come up and shoot him, get his attention, pop out, get the kill. That's the Top Gun I wanted. But sometimes not everything works out as planned. I'm just glad that was my last game in this thing. This is the first game in my Tiger P. Now, when you unlock the Tiger P, when you unlock the Tiger P at least, there, if you deleted the VK3001P, doing so, basically you get the second upgrade gun, so you could immediately start researching. I think it's the VK3002A. Oh, the Tiger 1, obviously, and as soon as you research the tracks, you can go after the Ferdinand. The only things besides the next tanks, all you really need to research before you've got everything is tracks, turret, and one gun. I mean, there's not a whole lot to this tank. And from what I've found of it, it's a fantastic machine. Anything you see me doing wrong, or it looks like the tank can't do, it's because I don't know how to play it. Stupid me knocked that tree over, but there's no artillery. No one's really going to be paying attention to one lone tree on the opposite end of the map that everyone else was headed. So right now, I'm just following this T-29, which I'm practically an upside down version. His thickest armor is the front of his turret. My thickest armor is the front of my hull. The difference between his turret and my hull, his turret is rounded. My tank is square. And that's one of the things that I'm not used to when it comes to playing this tank. I keep thinking, you know what, it's probably got a tough turret. Cause that's just typically how I learned to play tier 7 tanks. I mean, the only other one I have is the T-29. But, yeah, I must say, it is a beautiful tank. I don't know if this is one of the HD ones, but shortly after I got this, I was like, you know what, I want to see just how good this thing will look. So I cranked up the graphics settings, which, by the way, I probably won't do again. And this thing just looked amazing. This probably is one of those HD tanks, because my computer runs with 100% disk usage with just about everything.
Gegnerfahrzeug ausgeschaltet.
It doesn't look as great. Now, that shot was right there, just as I turned my turret the other way. I gotta give it to that ELC driver, which I'm assuming it was the ELC driver. That was a nice shot. That really and honestly, truly was a nice shot. Now, T-29's got sense. We've got a cap. They're beating us by 2 tanks, and I don't think that trend's going to stop anytime soon. But what we can do is split their forces, at least, and get a few kills. Now, our KV-2 doesn't seem to have that same logic of, if we cap, we will win. He just wants to go, okay, you know what? Camping in the base is for noobs who can't fight. Well, dude, you just died. You have no say in this anymore. He's still going at it. So, realizing, you know what, this T-29 is doing the right thing. I'm not going to stand against 3 enemy tanks alone. I back up. Obviously, I'm the easier target. I'm out in the open. Now, that bounce was extremely lucky. Where that hit me was right there. If he had just aimed a little bit higher, he probably could have penetrated me just like that. But, hey, we cap. Seeing as how well the first game in this tank at least, had gone, I decided, you know what, let me see if it's the machine, my team, or me. Well, scratch that, I know it's not me. This machine's probably good enough that just about anyone can pick this thing up and just crushing it. I mean, it takes a little getting used to, but if you got a great team, you don't need to do much. I just keep checking this, like I said, the second time I saw the tank. This was the game immediately after I turned the settings full open. I was trying to see what the things on the back were. I still don't know what they are. My guess is they hold equipment of some sort. I honestly don't know. But my plan was to go down to where that E25 is, down by J2, I believe. But there's an ELC AMX over here. Now, this guy's going to become quite the annoyance. I mean, he's doing a great scouting job. He's lighting us up, he's letting his team know, hey, there's people over here, stop shooting. But not only does that kind of lead to his demise, that stops his team from advancing, because they go, oh, look at tanks. Let's start shooting. So, I'm trying to get a shot. I kind of want him to pop up so I can nail him, but I'm being shot at. Now, just based off of where the hit mark indicator came from, I just open a shot. So, Elias decides, you know what, enough of this, runs down the ELC. now the tides have turned. The gun depression on this thing is not fantastic.
Kritischer Treffer.
Now, it's obvious that you can see me. I just took
Reichweite
2
eingeschränkt.
shots from
Kette beschädigt.
an enemy
Auto wurde
KV-13
beschädigt. Er
to
zieht nicht mehr.
my radio, and the T-29 hit my track and engine. Now, according to game rule, the way the game mechanics works, these should have only hit my track, but they lie. So I pop up over here. Oh, look at a Rogue IS. You just
Der ging voll
nail
in
you
die
for
Panzerung.
almost 600. And I'm quite concealed. I mean, obviously, I am no stealth tank. I will never be as great as that E25. But what I can do,
Wir haben sie nicht mal
which by the
angekratzt.
way, that hit the back of his turret, which is a massive pain. And goodbye.
Erwischt.
But I'm no stealth tank. I'm just using these low-lying grasses while I'm below ground to conceal me and firing through them while other people shoot. Well, spot them. So, bridge is now left unattended except for an FV-34. If you know how a Tier 6 game goes, if you have an FV-304, you get tracked by it. You just kind of have the tendency to go, nope, I'm done. Game's over. Not gonna do anything else. So, I'm trying to move up, chase after the kills, even though I'm very badly damaged. Not about to go down that way. I'm moving slow enough as it is, which gives me time to kind of ponder around and kind of get to thinking, you know, this is probably what the stock engine is like. Seeing as how I'm only moving maybe 11 kilometers per hour, kilometers, however you want to say it, on the ground, well, dry land-ish, dry-ish land. Through the water, I get about 8. Going uphill, oh, I hated doing this. I absolutely hated this. So, last time, it was enemy teams doing too good on one side compared to where I had gone. And now it's the team covering for me. And oh my god, can I get this team every time? They've only managed to kill only one of us. And we have 2 of them left. That IS-6 I am never going to get to. This Cheery is a medium, facing a IS-3. IS-3s are very, very hard to kill. So at this point I just go GG. I mean, this tank is, far as out of the 10 games that I had played with this thing, I've only lost twice. The 2 times I had lost, I went to a spot, people far ahead of me, and artillery decided, you know what, I'm gonna shoot this random spot, and that's quite a big engine deck for just about anyone to shoot. I mean, you got a high enough angle, you're gonna hit that thing no matter what you do. So, Tiger P. I think this is quite better than the Tiger 1 for the simple fact that, hey, if your teammates are good enough, you don't need to do much of anything. You just kind of follow around and pick off the scraps. You still get quite a bit of XP for it. What was it? That last game that I had in the VK3001P, where I had just kept pushing my luck and a comet killed me at the end. At least I think it was a comet. Kind of backtracking into that, I got, what was it, 1,300 XP, somewhere around there. And that's sad that I got a mastery badge for it. So, if anyone out there is looking for a fairly easy mastery badge, just get a VK 3001P. It's not a terrible tank, and not a lot of people play it. But anyway, this has been the Desphere 13. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more of my videos, please check out the channel. And if you would want to keep updated for some odd reason as to when I upload videos, please subscribe. I mean, right before I started recording that last replay, my mom came in. What are you doing? I'm recording for YouTube. She needless to say, she's not happy that I want to spend my life on a computer, even though that's where everything is going. Actually, yeah, this is no HD. Actually, yes, it is. You can tell because on non-HD tanks, it's just a black hole. That, my friend, is solid. At least as far as I can tell. Anyway, this is the Desphere 13, signing off. Bye.